Hi everybody, it's Diane from Grandma's Country Life, and today I wanted to show you our main source of heat and our only source of oven during the wintertime, and that is our Kitchen Queen wood cook stove. This is the smaller version. It comes in two sizes, small and large, and at first, when I asked the guy which size we should get, I'm so glad I listened to him because I kind of wanted the large one because it had a bigger oven. But he said the large one would just run us out of the house because it would be way too hot. And already with this smaller one, oftentimes we do have to open our windows because it's just too hot. Our house is probably 16 to 1800 square feet, something like that. And it warms the entire house. And like I say, sometimes, we have to open a window or so. But here is our Kitchen Queen. We've had this for about 12 years already as our only source of heat. We do have some infrared heaters that run off propane, but the propane is so expensive that we have not run those in 12 years since we bought this. So anyway, here's our Kitchen Queen. Now it does have this panel down here that goes in the front, but sometimes if we want to heat up the oven or heat up the stove a little bit more, we'll take that off to increase the airflow. This little thing on the front is how you increase the airflow from the door, and of course it's adjustable by that little knob. There's my oven, and this little feature here, you pull this out when you want to use your oven, and that helps the hot air to go all the way around the oven and on top before it goes up the pipe. So it helps for more even baking. Now the little thing on the front there, the little temperature gauge, is not reliable because, let me show you. See, that's as far as that little prong goes. So it's only going to measure the temperature right at the very front of the stove. So we bought this one, this little portable thing. And anyway, that's the size of the oven. I can make 6 loaves of bread in that thing. We've cooked full-size turkeys, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, we use that little other oven gauge, and I like to put it like in the middle of the oven to really get a good idea of the temperature of the oven. Now, so I've got this pulled out. This little thing here is called the supercharger. You pull it out to increase airflow from the underneath if you want to boost up your flame and be able to, get your oven hotter or your stove hotter. Now today is January 25, and Storm Fern hit, and so it's only like 20 degrees outside. So we've got that thing pulled out and this all the way open because I actually shut that a little while ago because it was kind of, well, not shut it, but I turned it down because it was getting a little too hot for the oven. But then it dropped from like 76 or 75 degrees to 73. So my husband opened it back up. And we always have a pan of water on the top just to humidify the air. Otherwise the air is so dry and you get, more problems with dry skin, static, and that sort of thing. But this little pan of water helps to alleviate all that. Now here in the back, right here is where you, it's your damper. So if you pull it all the way here, then it's closed off all the way. This way is open. I'm going to leave it like that for a minute because I'm going to show you the firebox. And these, sorry about the dust, but those doors down there open up for a clean out. You can clean out under there and around the oven and that sort of thing. So now let's look and see what it looks like in the firebox. There's the firebox. And it's got a lot of coals and ashes right now. My husband emptied the ashes last night, and this is the ash pan there. You open that up and pull out the pan. It's a nice big pan. So anyway, you can actually open this and open this thing here and put your wood down from the top, but we never do. We always just open up this door and feed it that way. So anyway, that's our stove. I'm going to go ahead and shut this back. We're going to start making my favorite easy chicken pot pie recipe. And we're going to cook it in this Kitchen Queen wood stove oven. So join me as I make that. Okay, for this recipe, my easy chicken pot pie, I've got 1 pint of canned chicken breast in here. And to that, we're going to add a pint of my canned carrots that I canned last fall. Let me open those up. And I'm going to drain them first. Okay. Then I'm going to add a 12-ounce pack of steamable peas. And I just use the Great Value brand. I've already pre-cooked these for 5 minutes in the microwave. So let me just open them up. And we'll pour them in. Then we use some Campbell's cream of chicken, or you can use Great Value, whichever. And I brought out 2 cans because I didn't know if I would need 2 or 1. So I brought out 2 just in case I needed 2. Now let's mix all this together. And yeah, I think I'm going to add the other can of soup. You could add just anything. You could put corn in, you could put green beans. You just put anything that you wanted in there. And you could even use more chicken if you want. But I think I'm going to stay at just like a pint. Alright, now that's mixed in well. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it in my pan. This is my favorite pan. It's cast iron pan size. Actually, it is pie pan, but I use it for all kinds of things. And then I've just spread it around like so. Now the next step. Okay, now in this bowl, I've already got my 3 cups of Pioneer bacon mix. And for this recipe, I just cheat and use either Bisquick or the Pioneer baking mix. And I need to add 1 cup of milk. Alrighty, 1 cup of milk to that. Mix it really good. This is actually the biscuit recipe. you know, for this, it's a little stiff. Fine for biscuits, but I'm wanting it to be a little bit more spreadable, so I'm going to add a little bit more milk. Pretty much like that. Just a dough, but a little spreadable. In fact, I might just add a tad bit more. Let's see if I like this better. Okay. I do like that better. Okay, now look. There, about like that. Now we're going to spoon that over this. Actually, just dump it in and just kind of spread it on. We're going to just spread that over the top. And that will make an absolutely delicious crust. I want to get some more in that corner there. It's going to get, let's put it in the oven. Okay. Can't very well bring you with me, so I'm just going to have to show it like this. Now, which side, puppy? Okay, it just came out of the oven, and look how nice. It's almost a little bit burned on that side, but that pan was almost too little. Look how it puffed up. But that is going to be one delicious pot pie.